Andrew Lovelace said, I got no audio. Day Jameson says, I got no sound. What? What'd you do? Did you have us on mute? You had us on mute. Jennifer said, there we go. Jay said, beautiful. All right. Godric says there's sound now. There's 8 people watching. Yeah. It broke. Go with it broke. It says I'm loud and clear. I guess this is my show now. No. What did you do? Hello. Can you guys hear him now? I don't know. I guess we just got to deal with this because Day says turn your mic on. Can you hear him now?
Do I fix this?
I guess I got to do all the talking because Kevin can't figure out what's going on with his microphone. We're having a great time.
Hello? Or is it just picking up Tommy?
Yeah, now it's looped of me, apparently.
You're looping audio?
I'm looping.
I can hear myself now.
We still have nothing from Kevin.
Yeah, I'm working now.
Okay, there we go. Dave Jameson says, yeah.
All right, well, let's get through something.
There.
Tommy, let's get through something. Let's talk about this show and MVP Wrestling as a whole. Speaking of Dave Jameson, had a nice debut a couple weeks ago for Mon Valley Pro Wrestling.
He did indeed, but we're not here to talk about that show. We're here to talk about the Scarepro Takeover that just happened this past Saturday.
Yes, we are. And just a few notes about the show that I took down beforehand. First off, we had a returning Kid Cupid hosting Cupid's Corner at this show.
We did. And also we had, I don't know if you guys heard me earlier, we had 3 title matches and all 3 the champions retained. So Tyler Grayson, still your MVP Masters champion. RK Sawyer, still your Monsters champion. And the Heavy Metal Pirates are still your MVP Tag Team Champions.
I know there's a lot of people in the chat that probably aren't happy about that last one. Anyone that's a fan of the Black Sheep Society, automatically pissed. But we will hear from them, a fan of theirs, a little later, because none of the Black Sheep returned phone calls.
Well, of course they didn't.
Yeah, what are you going to do? But, so let's talk about how this show started, because that's, I think, where everything went off the rails. In terms of, everyone's expecting, someone to come out and hype up the show. No, immediately Scarecrow comes out. Lilith, RK, Skinface, and Jumbo, of all people, which is a little strange. We haven't seen Jumbo in well over a year, if not longer. Come out to the ring, circle it, get in the ring, and Lilith grabs the mic and says, basically, welcome to the Scarecrow Takeover. I told you all this was going to happen. And then she called out the Black Sheep Society. So you have a whole entity of monsters now calling out the biggest faction in Mon Valley Pro Wrestling, all vying for control of that show. But the Master of Mayhem kind of ran away. He didn't even step up to Lilith.
You've got Mom and you've got Lilith. If you know your Greek mythology, Mom, Lilith, it's all kind of poetic,
But let's get into this, because from that the Black Sheep come out, Mom and the rest, and the main effing man, D.A. Morris. we're all kind of like taking exception to the fact that Scarepro's taking over. Like, nah, we run this show. And then they said, all right, we'll send anyone to face you. But every member of the Black Sheep Society backed down. And then they hyped up D.A. Morris to get in the ring with one of the representatives of Scarecrow. Not only did they elect him to do it, they kind of hyped him up and tricked him into it. Let's be real, because if I don't blame the other members, especially if you're Tyler Grayson. You just won a title. You got a hard match ahead of you against Harley T. Morris. You know, you don't want to deal with this. So I understand Tyler Grayson not wanting to be a part of this. I mean, you also had Peanut Butter and Jealous, the newest members of the Black Sheep, having a title match against the Heavy Metal Pirates. And you know the Pirates, they just knocked off Freak Show to win their count them, third MVP tag title. So that's a hard task.
Well, another thing I have to say, too, there's a fine line between, arrogance. No, you know what? There's a fine line between confidence and there's a fine line between just complete and utter delusion. And unfortunately for Andrew Lovelace and Max the Hammer Strong, I mean, Max the Hammer Strong came in there with abs painted on his beer gut. Like, that was, I mean, like, where does the confidence, just maybe get you a little too much? Like, maybe at that point, overcoming the Heavy Metal Pirates, he probably should have focused more on strategy than he should have on painting abs on his body.
I mean, at the same point, like, we'll get into this in a little bit when we get to that match on the card. But like in that moment, we didn't know about the abs or anything else with that, mind you. And Jennifer brings up a good point. The Ram probably could have been the representative that could have stepped up if anyone on the Black Sheep could have faced off against any member and been successful. The Ram was a good possibility, but he hasn't been seen in a little bit.
Yeah, and I think, maybe a good opponent down the road for RK Sawyer would be the Ram. But like you said, the Ram disappeared for a little bit, and there's a lot of other people in line right now to get to the Monsters title. Right now, we also have Godric Sandwell saying he should be the Monsters Division champion.
I gotta tell you, Godric, you failed twice. At what point do you go to the back of the line? Same thing with Joshua Kavad.
You sound kind of bitter, Kevin from Ring Crew.
Because listen, after that first match, he came back. I think he's failed, twice. After the first one at the Scottsdale Fall Fest, when he gets through the backstage, I asked him how he's feeling because he looked a little roughed up and a lot of other stuff, and he just blew me off, called me a Philistine, and walked away. I don't know what a Philistine is. Aren't they the people that lived in the Middle East back in like the Jesus times?
That would be Palestine.
No, that's a country now. It's the ones that the ships.
No, we won't go into. No, we're not getting into.
No. It was the ships. It's the people with the ships. They were trading people back in ancient times, weren't they? It was like an ancient civilization.
What do you mean? What do you mean by trading people?
Like they were merchants and sailors.
No, okay.
What are you trying to imply?
With people? You mean trading with people?
Well, merchant society. Merchant society, but this is a wrestling show, Tommy. Godric reads books, but we established on this show before. Yeah. But anyway, like at some point, like we talk about these orders, like D.A. Morris, since he was in the first match tonight, because the Black Sheep did hype him up to get him to face a representative of Scarecrow, and that representative ended up being Skinface, somebody that has been known in MVP, but they have not seen yet this year.
Yeah,
unpredictable opponent. You don't know what you're going to get into, but he was the one that stepped up. Well, Jumbo tried to step up. If you paid attention there, every other member of Scarecrow had to push him back. Yes. Sawyer and Leatherface Butcher, as well as Skinface, till he decided to go run off and challenge DA himself. And, yeah, that match didn't go DA Morris's way now, did it? Like, I'm pretty sure all of us knew it wouldn't. He got
It's
mandible clawed and was seen running out of the building.
yeah, it didn't go well for Da Morris, but you also have to remember too that Da Morris has been a great competitor. He's gone ahead and won what every single title
Oh yeah, he's a
in
triple
MVP.
crown. He's a grand slam. I mean,
Yeah, so I mean, like you've got a guy who's got that much experience. He tried to go in there and tried to outsmart Skin Face. The unfortunate part is, I think his fear got a little too much of him, and he ended up losing that match. But if he can get over that, I still say Da Morris would have had the win in that
yeah,
match.
I don't want to say that like I count him out, but you're talking about a man, flesh and blood, versus whatever Skin Face is. He looks like a man, but is he? We know how Lilith is. We know she is the gatekeeper of Scarecrow, which means she can let any one of these creepy freaks out at any time.
It's like she has a menagerie somewhere of
A rogues
creepy.
gallery of creepy guys in the back,
Yeah, yeah.
guys and girls all in the
Like
back.
like she just keep them like chained up in a basement. What's up?
I imagine it's a metaphorical. It's a portal of something to another dimension. If not,
Ups.
the
You're thinking a portal? You seem to know a lot about this, Kevin from Ring Crew.
how many years have we been calling stuff together and seeing these two?
Okay, all right, all right. We'll go with that.
Have
We'll
you?
go with
Can you
that.
explain anything that Lilith does? I sure as hell can't. She made smoke appear 2 shows ago out of thin air. She doesn't need a microphone. What else do we have to explain? This is something that normal people usually aren't capable of. I mean, she
I'm
scares the
still
hell out of
going with
you.
there's a bunch of weird people just all in a basement locked somewhere.
I mean, I wouldn't incur insulting them at all, but you do you. I mean, if you want to take
It's
the
not an
risk,
insult. It's just logic. Really, I mean,
exactly. She's a monster in her own right.
yeah, yeah. Don't. You know what? Don't listen to Jay Rook. Hey, he's a ring announcer. Let's be honest here.
However, he might be a ring announcer. We know he has a history of being an ass kicker, and you know it as well as I do. Well,
Yeah, but now he's old.
he's not kicking people in the ass. He was kicking them somewhere else. But But yeah, after the match,
It happened one time many years ago.
but no, all right. So after the match again, we saw Da Morris bolt out of that building, and I don't blame him. I would not want to be there because one, you don't know if the other members of Scarecrow are coming back. Not only that, you are still in there with a freak like Skinface. I don't
Jennifer
blame him.
says Lilith terrifies the men, and I love it. Wow.
Women, she. Oh, I think a lot of women do relate to Lilith in that fact because that is girl boss energy.
Girl boss energy. Remember you
Yes.
said that.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm young enough that I can be have some slang for the younger people. I'm sorry, you're a dinosaur.
J. Rue says DA bolted for safety. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean
I don't blame him.
that's yeah.
I don't.
I
Like
would
I
I
said,
would have
I
got
don't
the hell
blame
out of
him.
there too. I mean,
If you coulda, you're on commentary. You're forced to do a job.
I don't. That's not where you were going with that. You know that's not
I
it.
didn't go anywhere with it. I don't know what you're implying,
Uh-huh.
Tommy. Just like what you were implying earlier. So
Well,
call that a
here's the thing.
receipt
I got wheels and it was a flat surface. I could have got the hell out of there
until
quickly.
you
Okay.
reach the steps.
Okay.
Anyway, match 2 of the night. We saw the Banana Man Lestat versus the Headhunter Chase Maddox.
Two hard hitting. Listen, you've got a guy like Lestat who's been around a while, a hard hitting guy, great action, and then you've got a newer addition with Chase Maddox who knows how to kick ass. So, with that being said, he came in there a house of fire trying to beat a veteran Lestat, but unfortunately Lestat just his experience just I feel got the best of Chase, and Lestat got the win with the potassium power kick.
Now, here's the thing about Lestat recently. Have you been paying attention to him? I don't think he's all there right now. I think he's slowly starting to lose it. He's spending too much time with the inflatable bananas.
Eh, Lestat will that'll be okay. Maybe it was just an off day. Maybe it's just a bad day. But
Is
I
it an
mean,
off
like,
day, or is that an like? Is the nature of being in so enthralled in just craziness that he is talking to his inflatable bananas, which is multiplying. I remember when he just had Charles, and now he's got the twins that he carries out with him to the ring. He's got giant inflatables that he's able to play poker with. Like, bro
yeah,
has
there
gone
was a lot of
bananas and not in the way he thinks.
yeah, there was a lot of bananas falling out of his pants
Yeah, that's
during
what I mean.
the
The twins,
yeah
the
yeah.
two twins he has. He has one for his left leg, one for his right leg. He carries them around. But like, do you, as we see with like people like Scarepro and like, throughout wrestling, the people that aren't all there tend to be a bigger threat. So not only is Lestat a threat because he's a vet of many years, he also seems to have that unhinged advantage right now.
I would agree with that. I don't want to call Lestat unhinged. I've known him a long time. Sometimes he gets a little agitated with where his, you know what I mean. But from what I've seen, that's when Lestat's at his best, and I think we're going to see a lot more uh, oomph and energy from Lestat instead of him losing his mind and maybe what I mean. But that's just my opinion. But like I said, years of knowing him, I gotta think, you know what I mean. He'll overcome this. He's just a little irritated and
Do
agitated
you
at
think
the
it's lack
moment.
of sleep?
I mean that would definitely explain the dark circles over his eyes. Yeah.
What about the how much? What are the effects of too much potassium? Here, I'm gonna look this up.
Yeah, go ahead. Go look what happens when you have too much potassium.
It's not gonna be good.
Well, Jennifer said straight up too much potassium power. This is dead air. Come on, buddy.
Having too much potassium in your blood is called hyper something something. It can be dangerous if treated.
Hmm.
Uh,
Does it have any mental effects?
uh, no. But
Oh, okay. What
it's
is it?
it says uncontrolled diabetes. All right,
Diabetes isn't funny, dude.
it's not. But that's just,
I'm telling you from experience, it's not great.
it could cause fatigue. That is one of the symptoms of too much potassium.
He didn't look too fatigued in that fight.
Well, no, I mean it could be a mental fatigue. You never know.
It doesn't say mental fatigue, does it? It says physical fatigue.
It just says fatigue. It could mean anything.
It can mean anything. Too much
But
potassium.
that
He's
again,
eating way too many bananas.
this is not taking anything away from Lestat. I have seen Lestat go through wars. I have seen Lestat stand face to face with some of the toughest competitors in the Pittsburgh area and come out on top. If he didn't come out on top, it was close and down the middle.
But wait a minute, these bananas are his friends. Are we sure he's eating them?
I don't know. I don't want
Yeah,
to know.
yeah. See, you gotta gotta
I
gotta
don't
gotta
want to
think this
know.
through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I just, man, I don't know. I'm gonna be
Well,
honest.
in the end, he got the 1, 2, 3, and he beat Chase Maddox, who is not an easy person to beat.
He's not.
So I mean, it's and then like it's good to see Chase Maddox, getting in on the competition as a new guy, and hopefully he's going to, you know what I mean, learn from this mistake and come back stronger.
With Chase, you got to keep in mind that man is a legit badass. You hit him, he's going to hit you twice as hard. If you get one over at him, the next opponent better watch out. Whether
Yeah,
that be
see,
Lestat again or Van Strader.
and see, J. Rue said they're his managers, I think. So I don't think he's eating these bananas. I think he's, I think he's friends with these bananas. So maybe his potassium's low. Won't you look up what happens when your potassium's low?
That's dead air. I don't want to do that. So I already did it once and it took forever to load.
All right, fair enough.
All right. So speaking of earlier when I said the Ram hadn't been seen in a while, he was out there, but he didn't step up. Is that because he needed to get back into the swing of things?
Mind games.
Probably, or mind games even. Maybe he'll come down the
Yeah.
road. Maybe he's trying to outthink the creepy guys. But the Ram did have two back-to-back matches. One against Stabby in the Back Steve, another newcomer to Mon Valley, who in
Yes.
his first two matches kind of got squashed by the Ram and the monster RK Sawyer.
Mhm.
You gotta believe for Stabby in the Back Steve, or he has to reinvent something, I guess, because he he got beat in 5 minutes under
And you know
sub
what?
five.
And you know what? He will. He's only 2 matches in. He'll get the rhythm of it. You know what I mean? He'll figure out something. He'll get a win here eventually. I think he's a very talented wrestler, and at the same time, he's had some bad luck so far here in MVP. But I feel in the future he'll eventually get into the swing of things.
Do you think
It
because
wasn't really fair to put him in there with somebody like Ram straight away either. I mean, Ram's a former Masters champion too, so
yeah, and you put him up against, well, he wasn't put up against him. Sawyer and Scarepro interjected themselves in his match because he was supposed to face Redneck Ronnie Run, and that didn't happen. Which, has
yeah,
anyone heard from Ronnie since that day? I have not heard from Ronnie, and I'm curious as if he's okay.
yeah. Last
Because
time we saw him was what, the Festival of Faith, right?
yeah, when Scarecrow
Yeah.
dragged him back into the back, and his screams of terror still echo in my mind.
Does it? Could you hear it back there? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, yes, you
Okay.
could. You could hear it all over the venue.
Uh-uh.
They just aired. Mon Valley just aired the footage from the first half of the show last night, and you could
Okay.
hear him screaming at the top of his lungs. And I haven't seen him since. So if anyone in
Did
the
we get his
streets
phone
of,
number?
I don't know. I mean, you don't know what his face looks like anyway, but I would still say anyone in Charleroi that knows something, let me know. I know
Mhm.
he's not the best guy, but we can't just gloss over the fact that no
Call
one's seen him
Cameron from Ring
since.
Crew. It's 412-867-5309.
Exactly. But anyway, back to the Ram. Again, beat stabbing the back Steven, relative quick timing, but he was not done. He then faced off of against, now a good couple shows in, the funkiest fighter alive, Judo
Judo
Jones.
Jones.
Judo against the Ram was an interesting matchup to me. Because you got a martial artist versus a just powerful, powerful freak of nature like the Ram.
Yeah, and you know what? It was great to see Ram actually use some judo of his own, go in there with that judo spear, and just take him out.
See, like on this one, like I said, I could have just imagined if anyone had a shot to take down the Ram, Judo
J. Rue
Jones,
said he's calling Redneck Ronnie Ron right now. Make sure he's all
or
right.
he's calling me to tell me that he's gone. I don't know. He doesn't know nothing. But
All right then.
I don't know. There's not enough context for my liking, Tommy. I don't know what's going on. But
I'll tell you what's happening, and we haven't seen him yet. That damn Sasquatch.
what?
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 I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, yep. Well, we will get to that at the end of the show. Trust me, I already got a cue card and everything set up for it, J. Rue. Don't you worry about it. I got everything set up. It took me far longer to set this up than I care to admit. Too
Yes.
many
Yeah. We.
technical
Yeah.
difficulties. I'm shocked. This is the first one, and I think it's going okay. I mean, it's show
Yeah.
recap.
I apologize. I had to shave.
Yeah, he had a shave. At least he doesn't
Yeah.
look terrifying. And when Tommy shaves, it's terrifying every time. Every time, it's terrifying.
It's
But
not a great look.
no, but you got to just keep in mind the Ram had not been there. Then he's there, and he puts on this display, beating two opponents. Granted, one was still a newer stabbing in the back Steve, but to
Yeah.
knock off Judo Jones as well, someone who's had a few matches at MVP and is realistically now a member of the roster. He's not a new guy anymore. He doesn't have he's new, he's trying to figure it out bit to it. That's a good win. Those are two good wins for the Ram.
Yes. absolutely. And I don't take anything away from the Ram. Um, I just think it was a little unfair to throw, you know, stab you in the back, Steve, in there with a guy who's, you know what I mean, so high up on the totem.
He's
So
the muscle of the
but
black
then
sheep.
again, it's a good learning, it's a good learning curve. But then you got Judo Jones coming in and trying as well, and the Ram, after already going through a match, beat Judo Jones as well. So
That leads you keep in mind, like the Ram is the muscle for the Black Sheep Society. There's a reason they chose him. You'd be dumb to
agree
not
with that.
choose the Ram. He's the heavy lifter. He's going to be the guy you call when you need things done. With that being said, I would not want to cross the Ram in a ring, in an alley, or realistically anywhere. I'm afraid he'd even attack me in the grocery store. Like he'd beat my butt down the street and back.
Well, Rams are wild animals; they're unpredictable. You
Exactly.
can, yeah, yeah. You never know; he might gore you over his shoulder.
Just beat the heck out of you.
It would be if he came up and hit the side of my wheelchair, and I just did like a
You do a tumble, just
yeah, do
completely
it,
tumble,
just do it. Yeah, yeah.
looking like you're doing somersaults over there, Tommy. So this next match for a minute here. Let's just we've been talking about a lot of newcomers,
Mhm.
but in this next match we had a newcomer come in that I think is real good, and I think is going to fit perfectly well with the MVP roster. However, he unfortunately ran into another freak of nature in Jumbo, and that is Flux.
Yeah.
And yeah, Jumbo not only beat Flux, whew,
He
that was
annihilated him. Let's just
he
be
yeah
honest.
he annihilated Flux, and it,
Yeah,
and not
yeah.
only
It,
not only that he was knocked out all of intermission. He was knocked.
I missed that, but okay.
Yeah, Flux
So
he left right after everything, right after the match ended, right. You just Jumbo left him laying in the ring, right there, and him and Lilith and Sawyer sat there guarding him all of
I
intermission.
mean, I mean,
That is not the
again, you got a new guy coming up against a force of nature, like oh well, pretty much you could have picked any of the Scarecrow guys, and it probably would Scarecrow guys, and it probably would have ended the same way. Unfortunately, however, Flux is a new competitor. Again, he'll get there, but coming in anybody against the Scarecrow guys and a monster like Ram, it's not going to end well. And we saw that happen quite a few times on this show, especially with the Scarecrow guys.
like, and that's not taking like Flux is a great competitor. I
And Jennifer said the Flex was just taking a nap.
He might have been, but
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
like he could have taken a permanent nap facing a freak of nature like Jumbo, somebody that even the Scarecrow guys you can tell are trying to hold back. If Sawyer, Lilith, and Skinface and
Wait,
Leatherface
wait, wait, wait,
Butch,
wait. You think Jumbo was holding back on Flux? I don't know about that.
no, I'm talking about when Skinface took that spot against the Black Sheep. Like I told you,
Mhm.
Jumbo tried to plow through Sawyer, Leatherface Butcher, and Skinface to get D.A. Morris. They had to physically push him back, which leads me to believe that Jumbo is so unpredictable that even his own, what would you call them, freak family, is afraid of him. That they don't want him to fully unleash. So, honestly, I think Jumbo held back on Flux. And again, Flux is a great competitor. I'm not taking anything away. I've seen personally firsthand what Flux can do. He
Yeah,
caught
and
the biggest freak of nature from Scarecrow that he could have. Like I said, even his own friends in Scarecrow, if you want to call them friends, are afraid of him. What do you do? How does anyone on the MVP roster, Black Sheep or not, stop Jumbo?
Oh yeah, and even Jennifer herself just said, "Now I hate to admit, but I think Jumbo could run through the Black Sheep." Here's the thing: I feel like somebody as scary as Jumbo could run through the entire MVP roster, and that in itself is a problem.
Even his own teammates, honestly, like if they're that afraid of him,
Yeah.
does Lilith have full control of him?
Well, time will have to tell. Uh, but I mean, like so far, it seems like she's in control. However, what can you do?
I don't think there's anything you can do.
If he decides to snap, it's all over.
I think it's all over for all of us. And if I see him snap, I'm sorry, Tommy. I'm getting out of that building as
You
fast as
better
I
take
can.
me with you.
I've had to catch you once. I won't catch you. I'll catch you when he throws it out you over his head and out the door. I'll catch you. But
One thing I do have to talk about though is that after that match, when Flux was getting everything into his car, he was approached by a debuting soon Dakota Orion, and I don't, you know what I mean? Like when it comes to Dakota Orion, another person I've known for a long time, I know how talented this kid is. This is a match to watch for November 1st. So
yeah,
be ready for that.
knowing what I know about Flux and Dakota, this is something that's been needing to happen for a long time now between
Oh yeah,
them.
absolutely.
And the fact that Dakota was there, not only to watch Flux debut,
Mm-hmm.
but watch Flux get decimated.
And see, here I thought when I saw Dakota earlier in the night, I thought to myself he was here to support Flux because I knew that they had been friends for a long time. But it looks like it's the exact opposite. I don't know what happened between those two, but apparently they're not on the same page right now. And it's going to be explosive. And again, like I said, I know how talented Dakota is. This is going to be a really, really interesting and a good match. And it's one I'm looking forward to on November 1st.
Yeah, for me specifically, I think it could steal for match of the night.
Yes. Oh,
Honestly,
yeah. Easily.
provided
Easily.
Flux is healthy after
Mhm.
everything. He did get brutalized and dismembered by Jumbo, and
And I don't know about you, but for this show, for the one that we're talking about that happened on October 4th, I do have a match of the night in mind, and I'll bring that up when we get to that
when we
match.
turn over to some guests, we'll even have them come in because I already know what the answer is going to be.
Yeah, well,
I already know. Hey, and if you want to be a guest, put it in the chat. We'll get you in here at the end of the show, and we'll talk more about the show. We're just right
I
now going over
know
the recap and
I
cracking
know
bad
what
jokes.
this particular guest is going to say was her favorite match, and it's not my match of the night, but it
How,
was still a really good match. All of
however,
the matches were good. It's just there was one that stood out to me as ultimate, and I thought it was a great contest. But we'll get there. We'll get there.
Jennifer says she wants to see, as much as she loves the Black Sheep, wants to see more of what Scareprow's going to do. I think
I
Scareprow's going to
I
do whatever they feel like at this point. I think it's not just MVP that they're trying to take over. It could be the whole Pittsburgh wrestling scene. We don't know. It could be even higher than that. These people are freaks of nature. I mean, you can see you can see them right here on my screen. I don't know if I'm pointing the right way to everyone else on thing, but look at them. Look at them right there. You're pointing at your bedroom, Tommy.
That's not my bedroom. That's my kitchen.
Okay, your kitchenette, whatever. So so speaking of that person who's probably matched the night, we
Bedroom
got
there.
match. The next match of the night was the tag team title match.
Oh.
Some people in our chat might argue that this match ended cheaply. And again, we will hear from them in a little while here. But as I've stated when I posted the results, I just post the results. I'm
Yeah.
not going to talk about someone's moral ethics and how they win. So,
The
yeah.
man drew abs on his beer gut. Do you not see a problem with that?
There's a
And
song.
then you've got the other guy on his team, Andrew Lovelace, who says he's got the greatest tan in wrestling. The man is translucent. You can almost see through his skin.
I got the sun shining on me, and I'm looking about as pale as Loveless. And I got Mediterranean blood in there.
But at the same time, they are great competitors. Let's not kid ourselves. PB&J is a force to be reckoned with anywhere in the Pittsburgh area. And they tried to come at the Heavy Metal Pirates, and they just came at them wrong. And unfortunately, the Heavy Metal Pirate, well, I don't want to say unfortunately, sorry. Unfortunately for them, the Heavy Metal Pirates were able to retain their titles in a pretty convincing way.
So here's a little background. Yeah, she says the refs favoring the Pirates. Let's not fail to mention the fact that Max Hammer's hammer was somewhat involved in that, or the fact that they had two people in the crowd dressed up like them. Which, if you're vain and you see a mirror image of yourself in the crowd, do you think your mind's going to be on the match? Whereas the Heavy Metal Pirates, they're solely focused on the match. You got Andrew Lovelace admiring himself double time because the fan that we're calling in here in a little bit dressed up as him, which I can only imagine for him was the greatest time of his life. There was two of them. And then you had Max Strong, who also is just as vain as Andrew Lovelace.
Who also had a fan dress up as him.
I'm just saying, I know what PB&J are capable of. The vanity aside, I know what they're capable of. I know they're entertaining. I know they can get the job done. But I think their vanity is what's getting in their way. They are focused too much on what they could get, but not how to get it. The strategy isn't there. They want to be tag champs. But that's all they got in their head. They think of how good they're going to look with those belts.
Well, let me just say this. I think in the future, PB&J will eventually be MVP Tag Team Champions.
I don't doubt it. I really don't.
October 4th, it wasn't their night. But they'll be back, and they'll try again and again and again. They're not the type to give up. So they'll be back. They'll eventually win them, maybe in 2027. I mean,
maybe when Lovelace's mirror breaks.
Maybe when Loveless gets an actual tan. Yeah,
I don't care if Loveless
and Max gets some actual abs.
Listen. Those Pirates cheated. Loveless is in the chat. Oh God, you want to tell him everything you said?
Yeah, Loveless. Just so you know, man. A tan is a great way to get some confidence. You know, when you can look at yourself in the mirror and go, man, I look good.
That's not what you said.
No, he's gonna kill me. I didn't know he was here.
Just come on, Tom. But no, so you got to keep in mind with this match, whether he claims they cheated, whether the fans claim that the Pirates cheated, you're still going up against 3-time tag champs in the Heavy Metal Pirates. As long as you could put it as PB&J have worked together, they've been at multiple companies together, they've been up and down the road together, they've learned to work as a tag team.
Absolutely.
But
and like I said, in the future, I feel like they will be tag team champions. But the one thing that gives the Heavy Metal Pirates the advantage isn't their oh my gosh, I'm blanking. I'm sorry. It isn't their experience working together, because PB&J have that in spades over them. It's the fans that are behind them that give them that extra push. And you got to, if you come to an MVP show, people, which you need to, when you come, you will hear how loud that crowd is for the Heavy Metal Pirates and how much they love them, and understand why that pushes them. It is insane to hear the kind of reaction they get.
What? So, like, keep in mind, there is no reason to doubt. The one guy is a pirate. Captain
Mm,
Curly John is a pirate.
yeah.
Pirates automatically something that people latch onto. I like pirates. And then you got a
Mm.
metalhead in Brutal Ben Metal.
Who is, by the way, one of the best submission specialists I've seen in a long time.
That beached whale. We know it's that submission, the beached whale that they
I
hit.
thought it was called a whale of a tail.
There's two different ones. The beached whale is the one they did against Freak Show, where they held him in place.
Andrew Lovelace just threatened to repo my wheels.
Why?
I don't know. I said something. I don't remember.
Where do you? I'll re-put your wheels down. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. You said they'll be tag champs eventually. I don't know.
In 2027, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But like again, you have to keep in mind the Pirates themselves are not only really good, they've been champ twice before this recent run that they're on.
Right.
They MVP is still their home. Peanut Butter and Jealous are still part of the new crop of guys coming in. Let's be
I
real.
want that last comment deleted, by the way, but sorry.
There's nothing I can do. Anyway, I didn't honestly try. I'm gonna be real with you.
You did great.
I tried my best by doing nothing. I
Yeah,
clicked.
A for effort, buddy.
I turned
Yeah.
my phone back on to see what the comment was. But yeah, like the Pirates MVP is their home. They've been there. They've been there for a long time. They know how it is working at MVP. Peanut Butter and Jealous are still trying to find their way, just like Stabby in the back, Steve. Just like you know, Judo Jones. He's kind of ingrained, and they're both ingrained in the roster now, but they're still fresh guys as of this year, possibly last year, but still relatively fresh to the MVP roster. They're not
Mhm.
guys like the Pirates. They're not like guys like Harley T. Morris. They're not the Ram. D.A. Morris. They're still newer. They still got to find what makes first off to get the crowd into it. That's what the Pirates have. When you go up against the Pirates, you're not only going against the Pirates, you are going against the fans as well.
Yeah.
The
and that's the trouble a lot of times. You know, I'm all for the carefree. I don't care what people think of me because that's how I've lived my life. I don't give a darn what people think of me, and it just is what it is. So I sympathize with that, but sometimes you just need that little extra push, and I think that's what gives the Pirates that little extra push that gets them the win over and over and over again.
and then plus,
That's why they're already three-time tag team champions.
yeah, and that's the other thing. Keep in mind these are young guys as well. I'm not listen. I'm not being ageist here, but Peanut Butter and Jealous is significantly older than the Heavy Metal Pirates, so there's also that advantage that the Pirates had.
There's a difference between being more intelligent and wisdom. And I feel like Andrew Lovelace and Max the Hammer have the wisdom over him. Again, I have to think that the one thing that gets the Pirates, because it's so evenly matched, honestly, when it comes to talent, it's just the one thing that pushes the Pirates over, I think, is the fans and the adoration for them.
Max Hammer says we are not old.
I see that.
Older than the Heavy Metal Pirates, yes, that you can't deny. You have wisdom, but again, the younger bodies, the fast pace, the crowd behind them. These aren't insulting Peanut Butter and Jealous. These are clear advantages. Tommy, if I challenge you to a foot race, someone's going to be at a disadvantage.
Are we going downhill?
Your cat says no.
Yeah. What? Come on. You want
My,
to make an
my,
appearance?
no, she never does. So let's see if she
I
does.
know. She never will. She'll never do it.
No, she'll just hiss at you.
You know.
But no, like I'm not trying
Uh-huh.
to say this to insult anyone. I'm saying the Pirates are younger, faster. They have the crowd behind them. It's an advantage. Peanut Butter and Jealous have the wisdom, and they have what would be a bag of tricks? We'll put it that way. They have a good bag of tricks to them, being those vets.
Indeed, and the the drawing on the abs was humorous. I don't know if he was trying to give himself a bump in confidence or what,
Maybe,
but
maybe I still maybe he can explain it in the comments, but like maybe, but I think Peanut Butter and Jealous will be MVP tag champs. Like you, I agree they will be.
yeah,
They just got to get their vanity kind of figured out at first and get their heads in the game. Hi, Brody. When's she gonna start hissing?
in a second, hold give her a minute.
She looks so mad.
She's not happy right now.
She's
But you know what? We need the views. So say hi.
death stare to the camera. Complete death stare to the camera. Just like I'm gonna kill you in your sleep.
Take a look.
So she's so pissed. Hi, Brody.
You see yourself?
She's trying to punch the camera.
Go. I'm sorry.
Just tried to punch the camera. But speaking of, next matchup is a match we have to talk about in full detail. The next matchup was the MVP Masters title match.
Mhm.
And that was against the Tyrant, that was the champ, the Tyrant of Grayson Nation, and member of the Black Sheep Society, Tyler Grayson.
Did we miss the match? We missed the match.
No, we did not.
We did. We didn't talk about the Master or the Monsters title.
That was the main event.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
We're going in order. Anyway.
Well, ain't I just a horse's ass?
Yes, you are. I didn't say you did. Anyway, buddy. So, against handsome Harley Morris. He's handsome and gorgeous. He's gorgeous and handsome.
Match of the night.
These two.
There you go. We finally got there.
Whereas we talked about, the Heavy Metal Pirates being young in it, like I said that. Now both of those guys are that.
Yeah.
Both competitors. Harley T. Morris. Handsome Harley T. Morris. Sorry, I forgot the handsome part. He is the most handsome man from West Virginia.
Okay, D.A. Morris might beg to differ, but
I don't know. I think it's night and day. But Harley is a multi-time Masters champ. He's won tons of belts. Him and D.A. Morris were tag champs in the near recent past.
Yes.
Harley knows what it takes to win.
Mm-hmm.
He also has a major problem with the Black Sheep Society. That being D.A. Morris included, Master of Mayhem, and everyone else. And not to mention, he's got that chip on his shoulder. If there's anyone that is the face of Mon Valley Pro, it's handsome Harley T. Morris.
I agree. I've never seen somebody so focused on their career as Harley T. Morris. He's a student of the game. Handsome Harley watches hours and hours of tape. And he's got this air of confidence to him that's really intoxicating. And then you've got someone young like Tyler Grayson, who's enjoying a run now as the Masters champion, who's also incredibly talented and also a student of the game. So to see them come together and clash like that, it was fantastic.
The only issue I have is that Grayson didn't beat him clean.
I mean, he got the 1, 2, 3.
He got the 1, 2, 3, yes, but I mean in the sense of there's the Black Sheep interference left and right. Even Harley will tell you, and that's why Harley wants that next shot for the next show. However, Grayson is making him go through the Black Sheep gauntlet.
And you know what? I mean, I can't really argue with logic. He had his title shot. There's other people in line to come in and have a title shot. Sometimes, just like in life, if you have your shot, it doesn't go your way, you got to get in the back of the line. And I hate to say it because Harley is so good, but at the same time, if he works his way back up and proves that, he can be the competitor that should be fighting for the title. If I'm Harley, it's a hard pill to swallow, but I accept it. and I go in with the mindset that I'm going to get myself back to the top of the mountain. And in all honesty, that's honorable.
And like
That's handsome.
it's not only honorable, it's handsome and
That's
gorgeous,
right.
gorgeous and handsome.
That's right.
But no, like I've watched Harley for many years, and
Richie, how you doing, buddy?
he keeps getting better and better and better.
Mm-hmm.
He has seen the success he has, and he's going to continue to see success, being that
Absolutely, but
student of
so is Tyler Grayson.
exactly. So this is just two forces in wrestling that had to collide at some point. I wish it was on an even playing field. I wish there wasn't the thought of the black sheep could F this whole thing up. And you know what I mean? Because the black
Yeah,
sheep do what they
yeah.
want to do. They're going to do things their way. They're literal. The guy in charge, because Just John was not there. He was missing in action until recently.
Yeah.
Mom controlled the show. Mom is like, I'm the commissioner. I make the rules until Lilith chased him off. What are you going to do when you have a guy you have to beat for that belt as if you're Harley T. Morris? And you have to sit there and go, well, not only does that guy who has the belt I want, he's a great competitor. He's got the backing of the guys in charge. And he's got a whole faction behind him.
Yeah. All kidding aside, too, what you said earlier, I think Harley would have had that match won over Tyler Grayson if it wasn't for the black sheep. But again, you also, being a guy who's done both sides, who's been the good guy and quote unquote the bad guy. If you don't get caught, it's not against the rules.
And that's why I said when I report the results, I am not here to talk about when I post results the moral ethics on how someone won.
Mm.
But when you have the best match of the night, and you knew it was going to be the best match of the night, you know what these two are capable of.
Absolutely.
Just hi, Brody. But it's like a tough pill to swallow. It's still the best match of the night, but like that burning on you. That just like this. I'd like to see a match with them where all black sheep interference is banned. Like the black sheep are completely banned from the building. Except for Tyler Grayson.
You know what I want to see is Mom hanging from a cage above the ring.
The shark cage.
There we go.
The shark cage. Put Mom in the shark cage.
Yep. He's up in the shark cage.
He'd be so mad. He'd be so
I
mad.
heard he's afraid of heights. So
as a lot of people are. That's a legit fear to have. Especially
I'm afraid of heights. I won't ride roller coasters because of it, so I'm right there with him.
like so you can't really blame him for that, but I really would like to see a title match where the black sheep are banned from the arena.
Yeah.
So there's
one more thing. That's why I sit in a wheelchair, because I'm afraid of how tall I am. I don't like heights.
That was bad. Yeah, Tommy can walk. Never forget that. Tommy can actually walk in his solid
absolutely.
bit.
I can walk all over the place. It's
But like
amazing.
joking aside though, seriously, next show
Mhm.
the black sheep has at least tried to negotiate. It's probably going to happen when you have
Mhm.
Mom with his monster rules or mom rules or whatever he's calling them, because I've never actually got a good look at the book.
The mayhem rules.
The mayhem rules. You just the cards are in the black sheep's favor. This is gonna get pushed through. You'd have to believe. They got a good bit of guys on the roster that are in positions like are top names. They're literally like the NWO. And like you can't they have the top the top tier guys, they have the tag team guys, they have the lower singles competitors that haven't got gold yet but will. Like they got everybody. They got monsters of their own with Ram and Onyx. Whenever he pops back up, he wasn't even there. Who knows what's going to happen when he pops back up?
Truth.
Like you got the unpredictability of the black sheep running rampant, and there's nothing you can do about it. This is probably going to get pushed through, and I can't wait to see myself on November 1st if Harley can go the distance. I believe he can.
Again, I don't think I don't think Harley's the type that's going to let anything hold him back.
Oh no, Harley's
And
Rocky in
so,
this scenario. He's gonna go the
yeah,
distance. It's can he get the job done?
yeah, you're right. What?
Don't yell at that cat. That's the thing that's keeping 9 viewers watching. Not our bad banter right now because we had so many issues it threw our game off today. So hey guys, just remember, take a moment to pause. We're here talking about a company specifically, Mon Valley Pro. Make sure to follow them on Facebook, YouTube. They're on TikTok now. They're getting everywhere. We're trying to get that support up. Don't forget, if you like what we're talking about here today and you want to see that company live, we got a show coming up on November 1st. I will show the poster towards the end of the show. But support your local indie company. But realistically, with this one, support Mon Valley Pro because we can't do this without you guys.
Absolutely.
So, and as well, support us if you like what you see here. And if you don't like what you see here, still give us some support because we could really use it right now with the technical difficulties we had.
And thank you, Mon Valley Pro, for allowing us to do this.
Exactly, because without you guys, we'd probably just be staring at a wall,
Playing with cat.
playing with a cat. Not a lot of interesting stuff, but because of companies like Mon Valley Pro, the Indy-Vision network has been able to cover so many things in wrestling, and there's still so much to go. We just launched our Twitch. However, I could not get it to work today. That's one of the issues we had that will be fixed, hopefully, next live stream, which hopefully will be soon with whatever happens at the next show. We're going to try to make this for every show. If you guys want to come in and talk, again, we'll have you in here shortly after once we get past the main event. And then we'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. The floor is yours.
Well, let's get to that main event, baby.
The following contest we're about to talk to was your main event of the evening. I can't say any more of that or I will get sued. The main event was your big Scarepro representative match, and that was the Monsters Division title match, which saw R.K. Sawyer.
Who?
The monster R.K. Sawyer. River the Psychopath. And the Apostle, Joshua Kavad. This was Josh's second chance at the belt, by the way. And he came up short again, just like with Godric. He had two chances at the belt, and he came up short too. You got to start to wonder after a certain point. And that's not saying Godric's not talented. That's not saying River's not talented. That's not saying, Godric and anyone who's faced Day Jameson when he faced Sawyer for this title.
No, and can I say too that this was my first time witnessing River wrestle a match, and I thought he was fantastically talented. And I thought, you know what I mean? Him and Kavad both are incredible talents. But again, how do you beat a monster?
And that's been the big question for this show. Anytime a Scarepro representative, that sun is getting more and more intense. Hold on. It's getting worse. But that's been the talk of our whole show here. It was the Scarepro Takeover. Monsters were going to be everywhere with this one. How do you prepare for that? I mean, Joshua Kavad, we know how he prepared for it because he straight up told us.
Yes.
He's not afraid of monsters. He's got God on his side.
The thing about Joshua Kavad you have to remember is he's faced a lot of demons himself. So he's not scared going into it. I think, unfortunately, what held him back in this match was his knee injury.
Yeah, that did happen when he came down off the top rope. He did something to his knee, and River was right on that.
Yep.
River showing good veteran awareness there and seeing that Kavad was hurt and then picking him clean.
Yep.
And that's just something that you just know.
Yep.
You got to look for.
But in the end, the monster R.K. Sawyer himself was just too much for both of those men to overcome. And, here we are. You're still your MVP Monsters champion, R.K. Sawyer.
Now, that's the other thing when it comes to this. You got to keep in mind, when facing Sawyer, you're not facing just Sawyer.
Mm-hmm.
You're facing Lilith. You're facing Scarepro as a whole. This is their flag bearer for
Now, I know
Scarecrow.
he's your favorite wrestler, but I
He
mean,
terrifies the hell out of me. He has threatened me numerous times. He knows where I live. I've caught him watching me from the woods by my house. He keeps tabs on me. It is terrifying. I do not like it.
is that what you were talking about the other night when you said somebody was watching you change through the window?
Yes, yes. Except it wasn't changed. You're adding that bit. I said I think somebody is watching me.
You know, like J-Rock, you were getting changed.
No, you can stop,
Okay.
or else I'm gonna hopefully somehow get a hold of him and send him to your place, which would be more
How
terrifying.
how would you get a hold of him, Kevin from Ring Crew?
He's all over social media. Shockingly, for somebody who
He
can't.
can't read or write.
And yet he manages to post stuff on social media all the time. Explain that to me.
I think Lilith does that for him.
And if she does it for him, okay, then tell Lilith, hey, Hot Wheels is running his mouth. Could you shut him up?
What's she gonna do?
Throw her leg at you. I don't know. Use her magic. Tell me. All right, I'm already putting a risk here at all making that
no
show.
voodoo.
But like when it comes to preparing for someone like even Joshua Kavad is a tough task. Let's take the elephant out of the room of Sawyer. Even Fate going up against Joshua Kavad is a tough task. That is a man who has seen success and has been around. He is a veteran. He is established. He is one of the names in the area.
And between him and Sawyer, it's that old battle of good versus evil.
Exactly. And then you add someone as unpredictable as River the Psychopath in there to be that middle chaotic ground.
6s and 7s. What? The mark of the devil is 666. God
You know
is
what you just
777.
did? You just made a 6-7 reference. You are 40 years old.
I'm 28.
Yeah, my ass. My ass. So, but realistically, you have that battle of good versus evil. Last show, it was good versus evil versus enlightenment, I guess what you could say for Godric. And then again, you had another psycho a couple weeks before that at the Fall Fest in intelligence couldn't get the job done.
Then I'm sorry, did you say an entomologist?
No, I did not.
Study of plants?
Yeah, sure. We'll say that. He's an entomologist.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, Godric Sandwell studies plants. We'll say that. But no, seriously, like, think about it. Day couldn't get the job done. Godric couldn't get the job done twice. River couldn't get the job done. Josh couldn't get it done twice. You have the power of Scarecrow and Lilith behind R.K. Sawyer. That's a dangerous recipe right there. You're not just facing one man, because I can't even tell you if he is a man. Or if he's an evil deity that looks like a man. Like
Lilith,
Jumbo. Like Jumbo.
Lilith says he's a man.
I'm just saying as a whole. Is he flesh and blood? Or is he something along the lines of, like, immortal? We don't know. No matter how hard you knock him down, he gets up. The River and Kavad hit him with a 3D right off the bat to take him out of that match, and he still got up.
Mm-hmm.
He got hit.
It was an impressive 3D, too.
He got hit with an Inzi from Kavad later in the match. Didn't keep him down. River and him teed off on the outside. River was throwing huge forearms into the face of Sawyer. And then Josh threw one of his own, which knocked Sawyer out of the match for a few more minutes. It didn't keep him down. Brody.
No, Joshua Kavad.
What did I say?
Joshua
Kavad, sorry.
Just because you have a personal relationship with these guys, the fans need to know that his name is Joshua Kavad.
In the context of the conversation, I slipped and didn't say his full name, but you have Joshua Kavad hitting him with a forearm, a running forearm, while River held him, still couldn't keep him down. He still popped up, threw a big boot in the River's face and chest area, right in here, and hit him with his choke bomb, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
I'd say at that point it was a very successful night for Scarecrow.
I mean, yeah, and with them being the force coming in and had everybody a little rattled mentally. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens on November 1st now,
You got to wonder what's
because
next.
yeah, yeah,
It leaves you wondering,
because
what are they going to do now?
well, I have to imagine that not only does Scarecrow have a plan, but also the roster of Mon Valley Pro has a plan, or at least trying to get one together to try to deal with Scarecrow and hope it works out. But again, how do you stop something that isn't human?
I'm not sure, but here, Thomas, for a moment, I'm going to cut my feed for a minute. It's going to be you talk and continue your remarks. I have to go grab something, or else this whole thing will be cut short. Give me one moment. How do I do this?
So we're all going to assume that Kevin from Ring Crew here means that he needs to go grab his charger for his phone.
Yepers.
Yeah, yeah. Black Sheep whoop whoop, says Max the Hammer Strong. Let's go back through some of the chats. This will be our time to all talk, because now we've gotten through the main event, we've gotten through the whole card. Let's go ahead and talk about get to some fan questions, and let's Kevin, get the hell back here. No, all right, so let's see. Harley will hit that wall messing with us, the Black Sheep. Right, that was almost English that time, Andrew Lovelace. I appreciate that. Good try. Good try, bud. Andrew Lovelace also says whoop whoop. Jennifer says go Black Sheep. Um, I mean, there's no question that the Black Sheep are powerful. They have the commissioner in Master of Mayhem behind them. They've got a former champion in D.A. Morris. They've got PB&J. They got the current champion Tyler Grayson. They've got the Ram, who may be the one guy who could possibly stop Scarecrow. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see, and I can't wait for November 1st. But that's just, me personally, and I hope you can't either. And also, if you can, get a hold of Mon Valley Pro and get your tickets now, because they're going super fast for this show. And if you want to be able to be in attendance for the show, definitely get a hold of them. And
Yeah, tickets are on
try to get your
pre-sale.
tickets early, because otherwise, you might have some trouble getting in the door.
Yeah,
Yeah, not only that,
tickets
tickets
are
are
on
on pre-sale.
I said that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I took out a painting.
Did you paint it yourself?
No.
Okay.
Running upstairs to grab my charger, I took out a painting. I'm
Was
gonna
it a
hear
Mona
about
Lisa?
that. No, it was not, but it was not mine. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Was it Da Vinci's Starry Night?
Both of those are wrong. Anyway,
Yeah.
we're gonna turn it over to some fans now. If you would like to be invited in to the chat, talk what you want to need to, or want to do what you're gonna do. First.
We don't have to bring anybody in. We can just cut this off now.
No, I'm bringing someone in.
No, I
I
think we should think about just cutting it off. I think I'm done.
Oh, you think you're done?
Yeah, I think I'm done.
Why, are you afraid of something?
No, my cat's going crazy.
Oh, your cat's fine.
I'm not afraid of anything.
Oh, sure you aren't. Let me just see if they'll get in here.
I fear nothing. I'm in a goddamn wheelchair. Okay, the worst that could happen to me already happened. Or gosh darn wheelchair.
I don't want the damn AI.
We can have an AI come in and speak. That'd be
That'd
interesting.
be hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez, what?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Just let her go.
I don't know what you mean, Tommy.
Mm.
Okay.
Here we go. Everybody, PB&J's #1 fan.
Making sure it picks her up. I don't hear her, though, is the only thing.
Yeah, I'm not
I
hearing
don't know
anything.
why it makes her so tiny. It should not.
She looks even with the rest of us on my screen.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix her sound. Hold on.
Oh yeah, okay. I see on the YouTube. Yeah, she's kind of shiny down there. You got to stretch that out.
I'm trying. Why won't it
All
even
right.
play her voice? It should. What if I?
You know, this is the best setting you've had so far. She's not able to talk.
No, she froze. I don't know if she's still there or what. She's at the bottom of the screen and disconnected her. Why?
I don't know.
I don't know if it's because she had an issue or what.
I didn't do nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our first live show, so
It's gonna
bear
be
with us.
terrible. We can only go up from here or down. I don't know yet, but we gonna try. What the hell?
Is it working?
Hey!
There we go. Now we can hear you. All
I don't know
right.
why
There
we
we
have
go.
a different box here. Even if she's tiny, gotta make sure she's visible.
Because you guys hate me. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't hate you. I just loathe you.
Yes. Okay.
Are we
Well,
good?
yeah, you're fine. You're displayed. You're just at the bottom of the screen. I gotta fix this in live time.
Her
Cool, 'cause
entire
I'm
like
all
all
good.
you can see is her eyes and hair.
Yeah.
That's all you got. There we go. Okay.
Are we good?
Yep, you're on the screen. You're
That's it.
tiny as hell, but you're on the screen. Welcome to the show. I
Thank
still don't
you.
know how to fix this.
Oh,
So,
nice shirt, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
You should go buy one.
No, I'm not gonna. But thank you.
you should,
No, you
Tommy.
should.
Support your local wrestler, Tommy.
Support your local
Exactly.
wrestlers. Yeah.
So we brought you in because you were saying a lot in the chat about the tag team title. In your opinion, what happened?
I personally think the ref cheated the PB&J.
Right.
He was favoring the Pirates. Let's be honest here. We've seen it.
It has nothing to do with your allegiance to the black sheep, now does it? Right? You fully in your heart believe.
So that's your unbiased opinion, right?
Yeah, totally. Totally.
I
Okay.
don't know.
Listen,
That
I am glad the Pirates won though. I do like the Pirates. They're my favorite tag team. No offense to PB&J. I'm sorry, boys, but
She's betraying them already.
I'm sorry. I have a lovely shirt on. Give me something.
I mean, in your watching the show as a fan, would you say that how would you feel like if you had to rate the show in terms of the takeover, everything, every match? You think your match tonight is the tag match, but you do agree that the Masters title was a great match. All in
It was.
all, you say agree with me and Tommy, great show.
Yes.
So, I mean, there you have it, folks. Straight from the mouth of a fan yourself. There's no reason you should miss November 1st, which, hold on real quick. Hey!
It's my birthday
And it's
weekend.
also her birthday. There's the show
Yes.
poster. At least I
Yeah.
hope there's the show poster.
I-
It's covering
I
all
won't
of
be
us
in
up.
a ball
birthday,
cap
I
this time,
guess.
so I won't be dressed as lovely
Hopefully
this
it
time.
pops up. Hopefully that popped up. I have no guarantee that it did or not.
It's still showing me the regular thing
There-
on here.
there
I
you
don't see
go.
anything.
There it is. It went right in the middle of the screen. It will
Oh,
be.
okay, there we
There
go.
we go. See, there it is.
Now we can't see anybody's faces.
Not again. You get to see great wrestling action from the people of Mon Valley Pro. You
Hmm.
get to see this gentleman in the wheelchair do commentary, and you get to see this loyal fan all the way at the bottom here of the screen cheering on not only the Black Sheep, but Peanut Butter and Jealous, as well as the majority of the roster. Let's be real. She's a fan of Mon Valley Pro through and through, and we thank her for being there, for sharing all the stuff that Skip puts out. It didn't make any sense. You can leave me alone. But she shares everything that gets put out. She's there loyally every month. I don't think I've seen her miss a show. Maybe one, but
Maybe a couple, but
I personally haven't seen it. Every time I've been there, she's been there, and I have to set up the ring. So she's been there a lot.
I was a little early at the last show. It's a little early.
From a fan's perspective, can you tell everybody why they should be there on November 1st?
Because Peanut Butter and Jealous will be there. That's like an obvious reason.
I was hoping for a way better answer.
He was hoping, didn't get it.
No, I think there's a lot of great talent there that's worth watching. Unfortunately, my favorite match was not the tag team match of the night. I know it's coming from a Black Sheep Society fan, but I think Harley was like the best match, Harley and Grayson. So I think if anyone wants to go to wrestling, which I tell probably everybody I know, that's probably tired of hearing me talking about it, to go check out MVP. Like I invite people all the time, every show.
Hopefully they start listening. But you know what? Like I said, this show coming up, we're already getting reports that, tickets are already getting low. So the pre-sale is on. If everybody can please, contact Mon Valley Pro Wrestling on Facebook or any way you know how to contact them, either on Facebook, on Gamers Got a Game Twitch. Get a hold of them, get your tickets early, because there's a good chance that this one is selling out. It's that big, it's that huge of a show.
Now, not only should you be there for some great wrestling action, it's fun for the whole family. This fan, again, of the Black Sheep and Loveless and Peanut Butter and Jealous, and
you hate to say it.
She is a loyal fan. However, she brings her family. She's brought her kids before. Why can't you? What's stopping you from supporting your local independent wrestling company?
My kids love it. They like the Pirates though. So
I mean, hey,
slightly disappointed.
Wrestling's for everybody, whether you believe it or not. If you don't like this character, you might like this character. If you don't like this faction, maybe you like this faction. At the end of the day, if you're willing to go out and spend $500 on a front row seat to WWE, what stops you from paying $20 in your local area? Nothing.
And a lot of times you'll get to see guys who are on this level that will one day be at that WWE 500 ticket level.
Exactly.
$500 a ticket level. So think about that. You saw them before anybody else.
Exactly.
Bragging rights.
What the heck happened to my sound again?
Did you break something?
No.
He does suck at this, yeah.
This is a different site than we usually use. Tommy was supposed to do this, but he couldn't get his mics to work.
You're blaming somebody else already.
Tommy, you want to tell her how you made us sound like Alvin and the goddamn Chipmunks?
She's just trying to be nice to me because she wants those damn cheese fries.
Exactly.
You do owe me cheese fries. You mentioned it.
Exactly.
Technically, you owe Loveless cheese fries because I was dressed as him.
Exactly.
I have never spoken to Loveless ever.
I was technically dressed as him.
Oh, okay.
We were twins that night.
But
I just had a better tan.
But real quick, guys, thank you all for being here one more time. We appreciate it. We're sorry about the technical difficulties. We're joking about it now. But as you see, you show up in the chat, you want to talk, we'll bring you in. That's what this is. Live platform.
Domo arigato and Osaki Nishimasu.
Do you want to say goodbye to our fans there, Jen?
Bye. Come check out MVP. And support Black Sheep. And buy this merch because it's the best merch there is.
Okay, if you come to MVP,
nothing Arcade Sawyer or anybody.
You don't at all.
Black Sheep. We have to buy the Black Sheep shirts.
That's not a rule.
I think my mom's
it's definitely a rule now. Support the Black Sheep.
You don't have to if you don't want to, but it'd be wise if you did, since they take over everything.
Yeah, only the best are fans of the Black Sheep.
But thank you all for watching today. I promise you, it'll only get better. We'll definitely open up to more questions later. We're going to try to get some more of the wrestlers in later for the next one. It was kind of spur of the moment. No one knew we were doing this, and then we were supposed to do it one day. Technical difficulties. We do it today. We got some people in. We got to talk some wrestling and be there November 1st. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave us with the poster to close this out if it wants to display. Can you click? Hello. There we go. Hi. So
I don't see anything.
You will soon. So
all right.
Have a great day, everyone. We will make this better. If you have any suggestions and you want to see that we can add to the show, feel free to leave them. Like, follow, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Yep. We're on TikTok. We're on Facebook. We're on, obviously, YouTube. We're on Twitch, which we're going to hope to get that one set up for next time.
And
So
hey, if you want to know when we're going to be running this again and you want to be alerted to it, hit that little bell that's next to the subscribe channel. So don't only just hit subscribe, but also hit
click
that
that
little
little
bell.
bell. Have a great day, guys. Thank you for all being here.